here's a quick lesson for you guys who are just getting started with soloing, or maybe you're a blues guy who wants to start incorporating some country sounds, or maybe you just want to know what the heck these country dudes are doing. Very cool. I'm playing in the key of D over the chorus to Merle Haggard's Swingin' Doors. So the chords I'm playing are D, G, and A. And that's going to be 1, 4, and 5 in the key of D. Now, a lot of rock players or blues guys would think to themselves, oh, I'm in D. I'm going to just align myself with the 10th fret. So they're going to think about maybe like a minor pentatonic thing here. Totally cool. That's your vibe. Maybe your thing is going like... You're kind of like a blues guy in this. You orient yourself with your first finger, or maybe this bar chord. You're going to play that same minor pentatonic shape, but down here on the 7th fret. And so now it's going to be basically a D major pentatonic scale. But not looking at the scales. We're actually going to think about the chords. I just want to give you the fingering here. So I'm going... This lesson is for you guys that kind of already know that pattern and you want to expand on it. So I'm in D, but now I'm aligned with the 7th fret, and my 4th finger is kind of playing the root, or kind of my home bass. Almost like if I had a capo on the 7th fret. Okay? So the first lick we're going to play is we're going to bend the 2 up to the 3 while moving some notes above it. So it sounds like this. Pretty standard lick. Make sure I'm in tune. Okay. I'm bending up. Then on the first string, 10, 7, and then I'm going to play the 3rd string again. And then I'm on the 2nd string, 10, return my bend, and then I'm back on the 3rd string. So let me do that again really slow. What I'm doing is I'm alternating between the 3rd string, the 3rd string, and the 1st string as I'm doing the bend. 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd string, 1st string, 2nd string. Let my bend come down after I played it again. And I'm back to my root. That's actually a D on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So I'll do it one more time. Oops, here we go. Da ba da 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 da. And the trick is to leave this boy ringing. Using picking fingers, or I think they call it hybrid picking sometimes now. That's going to be, you can do it without it, but that's going to really make it pop and have the cluck. The Telecaster, the kind of country chicken picking cluck. So you can do it with that, with just the pick. It still sounds great. If you're just not down with the pick and finger thing, just use it as a pick. Or use this as an opportunity to get those together. Second lick is going to be for the 4 chord. I'm going to play the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So that's now my root for the 4 chord, which is G. And I'm going to switch my first finger there so that I can bend up a whole step on the 10th fret. So now my 1 chord is here, and my 4 chord is here. And I also used this on the 5 chord, which is A, and I just moved my first finger to the 10th fret. Very, very quick way to get these pedal steel bends. In fact, you could just play the song and be like 1, 4, 1. Think of it like more like you're comping. You know, you're playing your own little pedal steel part while the singer's singing. You could do it like that too. So 1, 4, and 5. Orienting yourself now with, you're kind of like 3 frets away, or thinking of the root with your 4th finger. As a strategy, there's a million different ways to do this. You could just be like, hey man, I'm going to play the chords of the notes of a D chord, and you maybe just know all the notes of all the chords on the guitar. Also good. I'm giving you guys a strategy that are just getting into it, or you want a quick way. I'm in my normal spot for my blues thing, or my rock thing, minor pentatonic. I'm just going to move that down 3 frets. And I have a major pentatonic sound. All right. So this is the extra credit one. On the 5 chord, which is A, we're going to pull out of position. Whenever you have a 5 chord, you can do this lick. And so I'm going to use some 6th. I've done some 6th in some previous lessons, but I'm going to go 3rd string and 1st string. That's going to be 6 and 5, 7 and 7, and then 8 and 8. Yeah, that's right. But I'm going to do it in reverse. So now I'm thinking A. Here's my bar chord, and I'm using this finger to identify the major third and the root here. That's how I'm remembering. Oh, here's my lick. But I'm going to do it in reverse because I was kind of already hanging out in this 7th position. So I'm doing my 1 chord, 4, 1. Now I need my 5. I'm going to go. So it's a nice little phrase, and it's relatively simple because I have added the passing tones. I didn't even do one of those little Dwight Yoakam-y bends. So on my solo that I made, I played this as my main theme. And then on the 4 chord, I would land on 1. Sometimes to fill space, I would do the double stop lick, the pedal steel lick, and then I would go back to my main theme lick, maybe add a couple extra notes to fill some space, and then I would play the 5 chord from my 10th fret root pattern. So I'm thinking of these as chords. There's my root, and then I'm going to bend up to the 3rd, and that's the 5. So if you start to think of these in terms of what chord you're playing, they really are easy to move to any chord. And that's part of your adventure of learning the neck. So I'm thinking 1, that's the 3rd, I'm moving that up, and I'm playing the root on the top. And now is my 4 chord, and 5. And then your extra credit lick if you wanted to take on one of these 6, like a little Dwight Yoakam lick. So I made a whole solo with just those 3 or 4 licks, and it really makes it sound like there's kind of a theme going on there. And that will carry you way further than trying to play fast or trying to just run a bunch of scales. I can't think of anything worse than a Merle Haggard song and somebody going, just trying to play every scale. Make it feel good, make a little theme. And a lot of these licks would be like day 1 Telecaster, day 1 country guitar licks, but I wanted to explain it to you guys in a way that maybe my rock or blues guys, you know, you're used to that. Chuck Berry, you're already there. You already can bend. Now it's just about moving it to a different spot and thinking about the chord tones in a different way. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you got something out of this. Hit me with a comment. Please subscribe. And we'll see you next time.